G needs 4 days to decompress. Stuck in the sand with a minivan. Teachers having sex with students. All this next on Cabin Pressure with Shawn and G.
Prepare for takeoff.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure.
Whoop, 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 whoop. You guys, welcome to Cabin Pressure.
What's going on?
Coming back, man, from vacation. It was a crazy, fun, exciting week of vacations. And man, I got so much stuff to talk to you about in this vacation stuff that happened. You won't believe it. First of all, the one thing I got to talk about big time is I got to experience a Bucky's.
You know something? Actually, Carol called me and told me she couldn't get your ass out of Bucky's.
Dude, it is crazy. I mean, I've never so we live up here in the Northeast and there's no Bucky's up here. Now I've heard about Bucky's and friends tell me about Bucky's, but to experience a Bucky's, I was like, what the hell? I mean, this place needs to be up here.
I was waiting for this one because I have no idea what a Bucky's is.
You don't know what you
no,
never
I
been
heard
to
about
Bucky's?
it. Yeah, I heard about it.
I'm going to tell you right now, Bucky's right now, and I gotta show you a picture here. Bucky's is this the Walmart of convenience stores. It has got everything in this store. But here's the thing, Snack City. You know me. I like my sweets. I like my snacks and all this stuff.
But is this like a truck stop?
No trucks are allowed.
Oh, okay.
And that's the beauty of it.
Okay.
It's like this giant, it looks like a truck stop,
Right.
but it's only for cars.
Okay.
And you go into this place, I mean, they got people running around. They got departments. They got you're going to see a whole wall of just Slurpees. You're going to see a whole wall of beef jerky counter where they have 50 beef jerky types. You know, you're going to see the whole section in the middle of the store. They're just sitting there making pulled pork sandwiches.
So you were standing in the middle of this and go, damn.
Dude, my head is swimming around. There's 1,000 people in this place. To get in and out of the parking lot. I mean, it was a traffic jam.
Carol, come here. Look at these hot dogs.
Dude, it was unbelievable. I'm telling you.
I could so see.
And here's the crazy thing about Bucky's. I was the volume of stuff being sold there was just insane. But I ran into their what they're known for at Bucky's. A package of 20 Duracell or Energizer batteries. How much are we going to pay for that? I know you're not the shopping. I know you're not the shopper.
Probably 20-some bucks. At least.
Yeah. It's normally $25, something like that. Home Depot. You can go to Costco, get them somewhere around the 20 range or something like that.
Right.
Bucky's, $9.
Where are they from?
Dude, no, these are name brand.
Really?
Name brand, $9. I went and got here's another one. Acetaminophen, or ibuprofen, bottle of 50 tablets. How much you going to pay for that? If you're playing the name brand, it's usually $15 or something like that, right? And then if you get the off brand, it's $10, maybe $12, right? Bucky's, $2.
Like I said, I could so see you looking at Carol going, hey, come here, look at this.
Dude, it was unbelievable. I mean, I was just we spent almost an hour in that store. An hour just goofing off, seeing all this stuff, buying our snacks and stuff. The freshest, if you want some candy, dude, the freshest candy. Because the volume of turnover that's happening there is it's just going crazy. It was an amazing Bucky's, and everybody that's listening to the show that knows a Bucky, they're like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Carol was
"Welcome to the family."
I cannot get him out of Bucky's.
No, my friends were like, "The first time you go into Bucky's, Shawn, I know you're gonna drop $100 for sure."
Did you get a Slurpee?
Dude, I got a Slurpee. I got the Bucky. They got these cinnamon Bucky popcorn bites, dude. Out of this world. Out of this world. I mean, they got whole walls of nuts and candies, the Bucky packages of that stuff. Insane. But here's the other thing. So Bucky walking in and out of it, they had this giant sign in there, and it was this sign about come work for Bucky's. Tell me what an assistant general manager makes at Bucky's.
Starting?
Yeah, starting pay.
Probably about 39,000.
Yeah, 38, 39. No, 125.
Damn.
125, dude. What's the what's the general manager make?
I'm guessing probably about 160 now.
225.
Really? Yeah, but you know something? It's almost like a huge ass Walmart though, because they're packed, right?
Yeah,
they got to be packed.
They've got. Listen, this is a convenience store that has departments in the convenience store. They can sell clothes. They sell snacks. They got the all of the food stuff and everything. They have managers for each one of those sections. You have assistant manager to the store. You have the general manager to the store. There's like 50 employees going there. I mean, it's a big operation. It is constant. The employees are like
okay. What's the gas prices? Because I mean, right? They're supposed to have like a bunch
cheap, dude.
Right?
It was down to like I want to say it was like below $3 for sure when we were there.
Right.
It's an experience. Anytime you can get to a Bucky's and stop at a Bucky's, like you do it. It will blow your mind. And I know you go down to Florida. They're in Florida,
right?
So,
well, listen, before even we get to your whole Florida experience, let people know our required duty items.
Our required duty items?
Yeah. What's the one thing that we usually have to have all the time?
A flashlight.
No, that's bullshit. What's the one thing on you that you got to have all the time? No.
Our ID?
No. Your ID.
ID, yes.
Yeah.
We'd have to have
your ID, right?
I know where you're going, son of a bitch.
Yeah. So
go ahead, talk about it.
Let me tell you. So you're supposed to, when you travel with the airport, you're supposed to travel with your ID, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, when you're an airline person, we have our airline ID.
Absolutely.
Because we go through known crew member.
Well, it gives us all our airline privileges, known crew member, jump seat privileges with our airline.
Exactly. Or if you get random, you got to go through.
Sure.
Go
Employee.
ahead.
Yeah.
Where else? So you go through all that,
TS,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you started your trip, and Carol was going into the airport,
I was packing up. I was thinking I'm going on vacation. I got ready. I'm out of here. I got all my stuff. It's packed up, ready to go. I get all the way to the airport, and what do I forget? My ID.
Yeah, your ID. Dumbass.
And here's the thing. The crazy thing is that like we always go through, known crew member and we get to bypass. And even if we get random, we get to bypass and still step up to the front to get through and all. So it goes pretty quick. But when you really have to go through that, like in certain airports, and I got pre-check because I got global entry and all that stuff. But it took me like a good 20, 25 minutes to get through. My wife had parked the car, came back to the airport, went through KCM, and got down to the gate, was texting me. I was still in line. Because you didn't remember your one thing, right? ID.
Your identification. ID. Okay. So has this ever happened before to you?
Yeah, this has happened several times. I need to develop a system. You think after 5 years of flying, I can figure it out, but
I remember this. Wait a minute, we're in the same car. Oh man, I forgot my ID. Mm-hmm. We had to go back, get your ID, right?
Yep.
And then recently you were going to work?
Yeah. Got in off of a vacation and walking in with the wife.
And you were just getting back to work.
Yeah, just getting back to work. Tapped my chest. No ID.
No ID.
Boom, missed trip. It is a bad habit.
So what happens? What happens whenever you forgot your ID? Then what did you do? You call your buddy up.
Yeah, I called my buddy up. I said, "Gee, you got to help me out. I'm gone for 10 days, and I got to come back through Orlando." First of all, Orlando. Everybody out there that knows Orlando security and TSA. Insane crazy. I thought I was like, I went through Cleveland and I was hitting 25, 30 minutes going through there. Orlando, it would have been a nightmare.
That would have been like waiting for the Millennium at Cedar Point.
Yeah. It was. I was like, wait a minute. I got to get Carol. Carol was actually the one that she was like, you got to get your ID. Like, you got to call G. We got to get this figured out. Blah blah blah. And who came in? The knight in shining armor comes in, takes my IDs, flies down to Florida on his trip.
Okay,
lays
wait
over,
a minute. First,
goes to beyond the reach of anything and gets my ID to me.
If you can't hear it, I'm reaching around, patting my ass on the back. because it wasn't only that. When I got to his house, he had his security system on. And I told Carol, I said, Carol, listen, you get on the phone and shut the security system off because I don't believe his ass will do it. Listen, he forgot his damn ID. He'll forget to turn the security system off. My ass is going to go to jail because the Medina police is going to come get my ass because they're going to see me on his camera.
Yeah, I would have been like ugly ass white man in my house.
Yeah,
get him.
put him in jail. Put him in jail. But anyway, I flew that thing down to Florida, threw it in to the mail.
Yep.
And sent it directly to you.
UPS. Yeah,
UPS.
Yeah. UPS. I wouldn't listen. I am not a fan of the U.S. postal system. They like if you would have gave it to them, literally, I probably not shown up to work this month. Like they would have lost that son of a bitch for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, listen. Remember your ID, Shawn.
Yeah, I got to remember.
Okay, so go ahead and what about your? Let's start with your trip.
Trip, man. The trip was amazing. You know, my little niece Amelia. She we took her to Amelia Island, and you know, everywhere she was going on the island, like. We did all kinds of activities and stuff, just a normal vacation type of thing. But, you know, she would walk up to him and she's like, hey, hi, my name's Amelia and this is my island. Like it was the cutest dang thing. But she was just like everybody she'd meet was like, my name's Amelia. This is my island. Like the whole trip, it was awesome. But you know, this is the reason why we work hard and we save up our money and be able to do family vacations like this. Because I mean, this is a memory for the ages. You know, we'll always remember this vacation. But one thing that did happen. So this is crazy. You know, we stayed at a beautiful hotel on the beach. We had a great experience. You know, actually. The water in the ocean was like the perfect temperature. Like, wow. I mean, I've never, you know, you don't get to rarely get an ocean water temperature where it's just like perfect. It was perfect. It was super cool, refreshing, all that good stuff. Not too cold, not too hot. But the pool at the hotel, dude, it got to be like, I felt like it was in the high 80s for sure. I mean, it wasn't even like refreshing. I was like, me and my nephew, he was like, yeah, we got to go to the ocean. Like we would leave just to go to the ocean and I'm not a big sand person. Like I hate sand. I mean, sand is like invasive, you know, right? So, but speaking about sand, this is what happened on our vacation. We were out driving, experiencing the island, deciding like we're going to go see some different beaches. We went to this like Black Rock beach and kind of walked out and all this stuff. Beautiful beach, you know, no animals allowed on the beach, which is odd in Florida. Right. But beautiful beach. We leave, we run into these ladies that are bird watchers. And they start telling us about these birds because we were like, we saw these pink birds and we like, I turn the car around. I'm like, oh, we got to go back and see these flamingos, right? So we get out of the car, looking at them. We're like, oh, that's cool. I'm taking pictures. These are cool flamingos. They're like, no. Those aren't flamingos. Those are spoonbill cranes or whatever.
Bird education.
Yeah, so they're giving us the whole bird education. So the girls just like dive into it and they like loved it because we're like seeing all this, you know, wildlife. And so they were like, you should go down the road here to this other beach. And this other beach, you can drive your car out on the beach and you can go see. And right now they're like hatching thousands of birds and all this stuff. So we're like, okay, let's do this. Okay. We're in a minivan and we decide we're going to drive down on the beach, which there's hundreds of cars out on this beach. And we drive down and the sand's packed and all that stuff. And I get all the way very down to the very end because I'm thinking, I you know, got to watch myself. I'm in this minivan and it's driving fine down the beach. And I get down there and I said, okay, I'm going to turn this around. So I turn it up where I see all these cars parked and I kind of pull up to there and I start backing out. And my wheels start going. I'm like, oh shit! And now I like go forward, and it like goes forward, and then it just like literally sinks. I literally hit the pan of the front of the car. The wheels are into the sand. We're stuck, dude. If you could see my face right now, I was at that moment. I was shitting bricks, dude. I was like. I could not. I'm like,
now you had the girls in the car,
and they had signs. Yeah, I had a whole crew in the car. They had signs. You know, don't get stuck. We don't tow. It was a fun.
So when you become part of the beach,
so I stopped the car. I'm like, everybody out. I'm like running out there. I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get this out? All this stuff. I'm looking. I try to get my niece to get in, and she tries it. I didn't realize that the van door, when it's open, it wouldn't it actually stays in park. It will not go. So driver's door's open, it wouldn't go. So I was like, what's going on with the car? Now I'm like, I got mechanical problems,
Well, you're not familiar with a minivan.
Yeah, so I'm like so hyper focused about we got to get this damn van out of here, right?
Especially where Tide comes in.
And I'm thinking, I just bought a minivan. They're gonna need a helicopter to get this whole bitch out of here. I'm gonna need to be rescued. And the good thing was that all vacation there was helicopter patrols from the Marine base going up and down.
Is anybody looking at you?
People are looking at us. People are ignoring us.
So nobody's like, hey, I want to come help this guy.
So 3 elderly ladies. These ladies.
There you go.
There's
some help.
They're in the 70s.
Yeah.
They come over and they're like, oh, wow, you got yourself stuck here. This is bad. I don't know. We might have a tow rope over here. They're in a Jeep. And so they're like, well, we got a tow rope. Maybe we can help you out. This van has not a hitch on it. They don't got the bumper on it. They're like, I don't know. We might tear this van apart. And so then one of these ladies look at it and they're like, you know what we should do? We'll get the rubber mats out of our car. We'll dig out the tires, put the mats under the car, and we'll get it up out of the sand. Dude, like a charm, dude. Yeah. It bam. They gripped.
Yeah.
We bounced out. I didn't gun it. I just kept accelerating, kind of wheezed my way through the sand, got up to the hard pan sand. Boom. I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Get in the van. Everybody get in the van. I'm out.
But
I'm out.
The funny part, you would have thought I got 3 70-year-old ladies. They ain't no damn help.
No, they're the only people on the beach that were helping us.
Smart enough to sit there and grab
if you 3 ladies and I didn't get their name, nothing. But if they know who they are, they know who they are.
The Where's the Beef ladies.
Yeah, thank God for you.
Yeah.
Thank God for elderly, educated, experienced
intelligence.
Ladies. Yes.
Right? Sometimes you don't need the brawn.
So then here's the other thing that happened. Now I want to get out of there, right? And so now everybody, they're trying to calm the girls down because wasn't focused on this, but they're bawling their heads out. They're like, and my little
great vacation, Sean.
So my little Amelia that's been telling everybody that this is her island, she's crying over there, and she looks at my wife and she's like, all I want to do is have lunch.
Uncle Sean just messed it all up.
Why can't we just leave and have lunch? She has no idea of the magnitude
Jack
of what
the
we're
shit up,
right?
I mean, so what's Carol doing?
So Carol's trying to calm the girls down, and they're getting them wading in the water and stuff like that, because it's a very shallow, docile beach, and that there's birds everywhere. So I'm like, listen, everybody, let's get back in. Let's get out of here. I got to get out of here. I'm thinking just get off this beach.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
You're
I'm we got to get out of here. And so there's hundreds of cars down this beach on the hard pan sand. And I'm weaving through these cars. But before I get there, when I get everybody in, guess what? One of those little son of a bitch birds, the babies, he decided he was going to camp out right underneath my car, underneath the tire. He's in the front of the tire, and now I can't move the damn car. So then my niece is like, okay, we'll try to coax him. I'm like, coax him. So they're literally pushing the bird. The bird's stepping out of the way and stepping back in by the tire. I'm like
daring you to run over.
I'm like, there's going to be a dead ass bird here. Somebody's going to be upset.
Don't be
on the
letting
beach,
one of them little
but
ladies
I'll be continuing to go on.
One of those little bird watching ladies, man, be chasing your ass down the beach.
Yeah, so we had to she had to literally coax him away from the tire, and then at the same time, I had to I was like, tell me when he's away because I'm going to move the van. But he was trying to get out of the sun.
Right.
Because it was hot and stuff.
Quit moving the damn van, Sean.
So I got it moved. Everybody jumped in the van. We got the hell out of there. As soon as I get in the van, everybody gets in the van. What's my Amelia say? I got to go to the bathroom. I'm like, we're not stopping on the beach for
well, she got all worked up, man.
Next,
you had her on
stop
the beach.
is asphalt turf, and I'll stop at any place that has a bathroom on asphalt turf. But man, was that experience, man? I was in panic mode to I was like, I can't. This is going to be, we'll be here all day trying to get this thing off the beach, right?
Carol, check the tide.
Yeah, exactly. And luckily, it was low tide. we would have been screwed later on. But that was like the big trauma experience. But Amelia Islands is amazing. I would highly recommend that to anybody who wants to get away and just like, it's a cool place in Florida.
That story was priceless.
I know, man. Believe me, I had like,
I would have loved to see your face.
I thought about that. I was having nightmares like the next following days, but I was trying to keep it cool with everybody. Like I was like,
it's okay, kids. It's okay. The car's sinking.
Well, I just felt it. It was like, and I stop it, and I'm like, get out, and I'm like,
I'm screwed.
I'm like, so fucked.
Sand, man, you're screwed.
Yeah. Anyways,
that's pretty funny though. You're not getting towed.
No, we didn't get towed, and we got out of there.
No, I'm just saying a sign that says you're not getting towed.
Yeah, so the sign going to, like, this happens, right? It must happen a lot. Yeah. And so you have to provide somebody else to get you, and I don't even know how they would tow it. I've been like thinking this over and over. I don't know how they would have towed that van out of there. Somebody's got
for 3 little old ladies.
Yeah. And some rubber mats.
And some rubber mats.
Yeah. But anyways, man, what's been going on with you?
Too much shit. I mean, it took the last 4 days off. There's a reason. There's a reason, right?
First of all, you don't take a lot of days off.
No.
Anybody knows G, he flies every day he could possibly fly.
But like anything, right? There comes a time that's like, that you've got to basically go decompress. And from this last week, man, I needed to decompress. First of all, it started off, had a medical emergency on the plane. That's fine. But you get to this guy, and this guy is like pale, he's sweating, everything. And first thing I did is I tried to get him to lay down, get his feet elevated, because I figure it was like blood pressure, something was going on, and he doesn't want to believe me. And he's like, yeah, whatever. I'm fine. And I'm like, listen, let's just lay down. It's going to start making you feel better right away. And he keeps telling me no, and I'm getting him ice pack, and I'm trying to convince him to lay down. They're making a PA. We get a doctor come up. She comes up and she tells him, she goes, look, we need to get you to the back, get your feet elevated.
Listen,
wait, where the hell did you hear that from?
Right.
Yeah. Seriously, where'd you hear that from? I'm sitting there going, damn, and I told him that, Shawn. I was like, damn, where'd you hear that from? Huh? Where'd you hear? Get your feet elevated. I told you that like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get him to the back, get his feet elevated, get a cold compress on him, and we did all of his readings and stuff, and it was his blood pressure. But okay, that's irritating.
I know. This subject of what you're talking about is like our level of like perception of authority on the plane. Like people don't like, I feel like they don't give us enough authority or enough respect in our position that we know what we're doing it, because everybody on the plane as a flight attendant isn't a new flight attendant. Like there's a lot of experience on that plane. I mean, between you and I.
And we're looking for a doctor. Trust me, we're looking for a doctor right away. I mean, we're making calls. But until the doctor comes, sometimes there's not a doctor on there.
Right.
So we have to initiate. So one of the first things when you notice certain things, and I've been on the plane long enough, and I've seen this many times. Right. Right. And one of the first things that you do, and even if you're wrong, you're fine, is get your ass on the ground, get your feet elevated, get your legs above your heart to where it's not working so hard, and you're going to start feeling better right away. But do you want to listen? No. And this goes the whole week, Shawn. Okay, the whole week going with this. So anyway, this guy ends up being fine. I mean, and he gets back to his seat. He says how much he appreciates it, but I'm like, that's just the stupidity of that. People don't listen. They just do not listen. They want to believe that they know exactly what they're doing, and they don't listen. So next thing, get a call to the back. We have a service animal on board.
Right.
Okay. Service animal bit a passenger.
What the fuck? Wait, first of all, service animals don't bite people. No. Service animals also service people.
Right.
Right?
Right. Yeah. But you know already when you have animal on an aircraft and bit another person, it's just not good.
No.
It doesn't matter, service animal, not service animal. The whole situation is not good because you're going to go back into a hot situation where somebody's pissed.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so then you have to go through all the reports and everything, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, no, it's fine, blah blah blah." And then he thinks of the airline. First thing you know that's coming, and they think of the airline and the situation and everything, and all of a sudden you hear this. I really want a report done.
Yeah. Well, then he's thinking about, oh, maybe I can get some money out of this, or I can get something out of it.
You know what they're going. Yeah, I know. Right. It's an opportunist, and that's fine. I mean, you know, I get dog bit you, and you're an opportunist, and you're trying to get something from it, and that's fine. But then what you do is that you key all these things, and I was explaining to the other flight attendants, okay, all this stuff's got to happen now. We got to call paramedics. We got to call MedLink. There's all this whole procedure we got to do. All the T's have got to be crossed. The I's are dotted. And let me tell you something. It's got to be done exactly the way you're supposed to do it, because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. You know that.
Right.
You know that. And so it's all this paperwork. And how much fun is paperwork, Shawn?
Oh, it's a joy.
This bullshit. I hate doing paperwork. I do. I hate doing
the worst thing that we have to do is paperwork.
But seriously, with service animals, if it's not a service animal, okay? If it's not a service animal, don't list it as a service animal, because if dogs get spooked, they're going to bite. They're going to just react. And I know that. I have a dog. And they're going to react and they're going to bite. But, you know, the thing is that you're the one that signed that paperwork. You're responsible.
Well, the one thing that I have to say about this is that the dog is not a service animal. And no matter what, I mean, my suggestion to a crew is you need to document that dog no matter what. Whether the guy wanted to report it or not, you need to document it, because that person's dog is not a service animal. We already know that, you know, as crew. And that needs to go on the record. Like, that needs to be tracked in the record, saying, like, somebody needs to go into question that they're carrying an animal that's violent to people.
That bit someone.
Yeah. So, I mean, regardless of them trying to scam the system and get their puppy from A to B or whatever they're trying to do, I mean, that needs to be documented, just because, and I get the guy's angle too. Like, he's just looking for something, a free ticket or whatever he's looking for. But, or maybe he's looking to sue the lady. I don't know.
Yeah, we were going to make sure that the dog was documented. It's not the dog's fault; it's the owner. Not bad animals, bad owners. But anyway, it wasn't a service animal. People just don't do it. If it's not a service animal, don't list it as a service animal, because this could happen. You're going to get sued. I mean, you're going to get sued. But anyway, you got to deal with all that crap. So next, okay, and this one's the one that sent me over the edge.
You're having a doozy week.
Yeah, I just said it.
Right.
Why you're sinking in the sand? It made me feel a little bit better.
Right.
Okay. I'll just let you know.
That's good.
Okay. You sinking in the sand made me feel a little bit better about my week. But anyway, now the people, the first thing that we tell them to put their seat backs, tray tables, phones, put them away. Put your bags underneath your seat. Simple things right before we take off.
Yeah. Mandatory safety, FAA.
We say it a few times, right? We tell them a few times. And then we go through and we have to verify that all this is done before we take off. And there's reasons, because for safety of flight. Okay. People just get pissed if you tell them what to do, right?
Oh, yeah.
They get pissed.
The defiance.
Stupid.
Don't tell me what to do.
It's just dumb.
Yeah.
It's just dumb, right? They give you attitude.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. Attitude. Don't they look at you get off the phone, right? Oh no, you're talking to me?
Yeah, I gotta call. I gotta take care.
Girl was sitting there and I asked her to get off the phone. She just looked at me and she gave me that you know how you roll your eyes?
Yeah.
Continue talking.
That dismissive added, like,
completely.
Right.
Like she was talking to her man or something.
Yeah, honey, go away.
Yeah, get away from me.
I got things more important going on.
Yeah, that doesn't work, Shawn.
No, not in that environment.
No, it doesn't work. So, I told her.
You or I.
No, not at all. Not at all. Especially in the mood that I've been in this week. So I looked at her and I told her, I said, now, here's your one opportunity, right? Mm-hmm. You got a choice to make. Now, if you see me go to the front of the aircraft and this aircraft turns around, you're getting off. You're leaving. Or you're getting off that phone right now and you're not getting back on it. Because if you get back on it and we turn this plane around, what do, Shawn? We take them off.
You're going to be off.
We take them off. If the plane turns around, you're leaving. It's too late.
Right.
So it's a simple request. Okay? Simple request. Put your bags on. Don't plug into the outlets in the emergency exit row. Why? Because people will trip. if we have to evacuate an aircraft. So this was all week. I mean, this is all week. And usually it happens every once in a while. You get one or two. What was in the freaking water this week? Dude,
who knows? Like pastors, like you know what the rules are even before you get on. You know, it's pretty common for the airlines. You know, this is not unique to any one company. This is what we all do. We do the same exact thing. You have to follow these rules that are mandated by the rules that govern the airline. You know, it's like, I don't know what people are. You know, it's summer though.
But the one that set me off though is the little teenager one. The teenager that's traveling with mom and dad. And when they have their tray table down, you can see that I'm eating. Oh, hell no. I'm like, oh, Mr. Miller needs some time off.
Yeah. Oh, no. Maybe I can't see that. I need my glasses here. Let me put them on. I'm an old ass flight attendant. Let's see what's happening.
No, Shawn, I was like, I need a few days.
Yeah, sometimes you need to decompress before you blow, right? Because we might say something or do something that get us in trouble. We don't want to do that.
You had that vision of like that throat punching thing.
Yeah. That kid needed a throat punch.
Exactly. Sure. But no, it was a freaking crazy ass week, man. I needed some time off, so I took the last 4 days off and I kind of decompressed a little bit. But as I was taking that off, you know, I kind of watched a little bit of the news.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lots of stuff happening in the news.
A lot of fun stuff.
Oh,
but
crazy.
you know, when you were in school,
mm-hmm.
What'd your teachers look like?
Old. Frumpy.
Cankles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Big,
some of them were a little wrinkly.
Those long ass dresses.
Yeah.
Right? Big
or he was big and fat. Elderly aged, balding, receded hairline.
There was absolutely nothing to look at.
No,
right?
There wasn't anything interesting other than like what they were telling us sometimes.
This week, they had crazy, these freaking hot teachers that were messing around with their students.
Dude.
Like 3 of them.
Dude, that's like every teenage boy's fantasy, right? I mean, like hot for teacher. We know, especially in our generation with the song and everything, you know, it's like, I was always like, I don't see any teachers like that. Like, I'm always envisioning, like, you know, for all those Catholic people out there, the nuns walking around with the rulers and, you know, shit like that. Like these old people, frumpy, old. No, I didn't have anything like that.
Well, you know, there's a moms at home right now going, that's not funny. Those young men are going to be traumatized. My ass.
No, they're not. The only trauma they get is not missing out.
We're going to go over that one too, because I was sitting there thinking about this, and you seen this, and this one was having sex with a 16-year-old boy,
dude.
Since 2023.
Wow.
2023.
Yeah.
And
that's a run.
The one had like 50 counts.
Wow.
50 counts, Shawn.
Well, that wasn't an account. That was a relationship. She was having with that young kid.
So these girls were freaking. These teachers were smoking hot. Not one of my teachers. One of my teachers. You know what her name was?
What's that?
Dead Fish Regner.
Dead Fish Regner.
Dead Fish Regner. Now,
was she a Viking with horns on top of her head?
There's nobody that you're sitting there going, oh yeah, you know, I really want to go to sleep with her.
Yeah. I didn't have any creative names for our teachers because I will tell you that, like, in high school, when I got to the high school, like, I didn't pay attention to teachers until high school, really. Because, like, in high school, you get more like that interaction with your teachers and a little bit more personal, right?
Right.
Like, so that's when I really, like, recognized teacher. Other than, you know, that teacher I called Pig in 4th grade. But we already went through that, right?
Got a trip down there to the principal's office.
Right. So, you know, most of my teachers, I was in Italy. And in Italy, it's so cool because, one, there's no drinking age there. So all the teachers know that, right? So, like, it was very common in our school that we were at that we actually would, you know, get together with our teachers and go out to dinner and stuff like that, like as a group. And and, talk about life and they'd give us guidance and stuff like that. It was cool. And, and I will admit, we sat around drinking and all kinds of stuff, but it wasn't like out of hand. It wasn't like the American kid drinking that we're thinking about. Like over there in Europe, it's like not a big deal.
Right.
So like drinking wasn't even a thing. The only people that thought it was a thing were the kids that had just transferred in from over to the United States. Like they just got there and they're like, I could drink? Oh, they're the ones that are binging and passing out and, getting in trouble for drinking and stuff. But the teachers were not like, I had one teacher, think about this, that had a wife that was hot.
Right.
Yeah. But
seriously, I mean, when we were in school, none of them looked like this.
No.
None of them.
I didn't have young teachers.
You always hear about the male teachers, right?
Right.
And if you start really Googling, there's a lot of women that actually have sexual relations with these young boys.
Yeah. I mean, this week I'm doing research for this whole you brought up. And so I found 3 that just happened this month that are all being on trial, in jail, whatever, that have been doing this, partaking in the student body.
I think we got cheated.
Well, first of all,
listen, I'm telling you,
if there was somebody there in my generation that
okay, look at this picture, Shawn, and tell me that you wouldn't be traumatized.
Well, no, I wouldn't be traumatized by her, and no, but she is a. Yeah,
we're gonna be so much shit for this one.
I'd be very upset that I didn't get. It wasn't me she picked.
Well, they sat there and said this one boy on this one, the 50 counts, that he's going to be very traumatized for the rest of his life. And I was sitting there thinking, the only thing that this guy's going to be traumatized is he shouldn't have said anything. That's number one. Number 2, he thought he was going to get this through his high school years. And then he thought he's going to get it when he came home from college. And now he's got reason to be traumatized.
Yeah. The crazy thing is how these people get caught, right? So the latest gal, she gets caught because she tells another fellow teacher about her escapades with this student. And then the teacher's like, I got to turn this in.
You got away with it. And then you had to tell somebody.
Yeah. You had to open your mouth.
It wasn't even the student.
Right. The student. I don't think any of these students came forward.
That was that was a smart student, right? He was like, "Oh hell no! I've seen that in the news. I'm keeping it to myself."
So here's the crazy thing too. As I'm thinking about this thing, like all these cases that we're talking about, it's female teachers with male adolescent boys, right? But you don't see the reverse. I haven't seen any reverse stuff because when you switch the script to that reverse, now it's male. Teachers raping girls,
right?
So like, and I guess this is female teachers raping boys, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what they are accused of and stuff. But in that one gal, 50 accounts of rape, whatever. But it is it's a very interesting dynamic. Remember that one teacher that actually like this happened? I don't know. This was like 10, 20 years ago, but she ended up marrying the student.
Oh yeah.
Like that's wild.
We still got cheated. I don't care, man. I'm serious. I mean, when I go back and I think of school, the only thing we had a home economics teacher that back then, if a girl had big boobs, that's all you looked at, right? I mean, seriously,
those are the first things that you see.
Well, I know, but I mean, usually because the way they dressed, that's the only thing that would stick out.
But I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, I know a lot of guys are like into boobs, but I was always into the ass.
I get that, but
I mean, if you had a hot round ass, I was like, wow.
I know, but I'm talking about my home economics teacher, Shawn. And the only time she wasn't a looker. Don't get me wrong, but she wasn't a looker. But she's the only one that I was sitting there thinking, was there any of them? I mean, student teachers? No, there's not one. And then you see the picture of it. How could the husband walk in with the one that's got like 50 counts against her?
Yeah, I mean,
50 counts.
That's a lawyer's advice. Like you need some support.
Could you imagine sitting in there and hearing that?
Hearing all this stuff that your wife just did with this teenager.
But then you love the before and after pictures because, they get before prison and then after prison.
Yeah, the mugshot. This is what she looked like when it happened.
Because if it would have looked like the mugshot, it wouldn't have happened.
No.
Not even close.
Yeah, they're a little rough. Although that's a mugshot on that one guy, the most recent one, and that's nice.
Yeah,
right. So
traumatized, Sean.
Dude, I don't know about that.
Did you get cheated? Did you get cheated? Come on, just say it.
Hey,
did you feel like you got cheated?
Any teenage boy out there would be like, I'm
showing him a
upset that I
picture
didn't get laid.
Did you get cheated? Did you feel like you got cheated? You're bullshit. You're saying you got cheated. Right. I'm telling you, we got cheated.
Maybe you need to talk to a counselor about this.
I was just laughing because I was sitting there thinking the whole time we never, ever, ever had teachers that looked.
No, man, I've never had teachers. I saw some moms around school for sure. There's some moms, right?
Right. Well, we had some male teachers that you knew they were messing around with the girls. I mean, you heard about that. But back then they didn't report it.
Not in my school. I'm telling you, everybody was old. It was old.
Yeah, well, we had a couple young physical ed teachers come in, and everybody knew that they were messing around. But back then they didn't report it. Now, social media, everything, shoot, you're on. You're gonna get posted everywhere.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to like go back to like a school reunion.
Yeah,
and then talk about this like with the student body that you graduated with, and saying like, who knew about some stuff like. That'd be crazy. Like to find out, oh yeah, wait, Mr. Who was with her, and she. But
looking at these pictures, I would honestly, I would risk being traumatized though, Sean.
I've heard this about 10 times now.
I'd say it, man. I'm just telling you, we got cheated.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, man, let's go around the globe.
Around the globe, man, there's all kinds of crazy stuff happening, man. But what is the most stupidest thing a passenger could say on a plane?
Well, you spell bomb.
Yeah. Well, that's been happening.
Stupidity, often. Just straight stupid.
Yeah. The people, like, it's always interesting to me, like, even in conversation on a plane, like, people be talking to us and they're interested in our job and blah, 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 what we encounter and stuff like that. But then they get to this point where they want to, like, joke about that subject in that environment.
There's no joking.
Yeah, there's zero joking about that in our job or around our job. And once you're on the plane, you start talking about bomb. It's no joke.
Nope.
Because nobody's going to take it as a joke.
Nope.
Yeah, and there's consequences, right?
Big time. Well, look, okay. First one. Let's look at the stupidity of this guy. So he misses his flight.
Right.
Misses his flight. So what does he do? First thing you do, right? Not call the airline.
Go book another flight.
Rebook, right?
Right.
Not rebook. I'm gonna call. Let's see. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna call the FBI and I'm gonna call in a bomb threat on that flight.
Stupid.
How freaking dumb can you be? Then the next call, you know what the next call was?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I'm thinking about this. And like, why would he do this? What's the reason? Like, is he pissed off at the airline?
Did he think the plane was going to come back?
Yeah. Like what did he think was going to happen when he did this? Like, that's my whole point. Like, was he trying to be vindictive to try to like get at the airline, or was he trying to like, oh, I'm going to manipulate this situation, I'm going to get this plane to come back and get me, type of thing? Like what they're thinking in their head.
Stupid. Very stupid. So anyway, his next call is to the airline to rebook his flight. So he rebooks his flight. Okay. Well, they find out who it was.
Right.
So they come and get him. And he admits to calling in the bomb threat on that flight. So then, guess what? They take him off the flight that he rebooked on. You missed 2 of them.
You're gonna be missing a whole bunch of others because you're not gonna be spending time at the airport anymore.
You're an idiot. Yeah. I mean, you're a freaking idiot.
Well, okay. Here's the thing too. Like the consequences for that, and I don't know what the consequences happened to this guy because we didn't research that far, but. I mean, or it's still a case going on right now. Those people, listen, this is a privilege. Flying is a privilege.
Right.
These people need to stop and be like, literally, you don't fly anymore for the rest of your life. This is stupid. This is a nationwide ban for you. If you want to go fly Turkish Airline or something like that. Somebody outside of the U.S.
This was a little bit quieter. This idiot made a comment on the plane to one of the crew members. So this is what happened. So he makes a comment about a bomb being on the plane. So they taxi off into a remote area.
Right.
Then is surrounded by police officers, SWAT, bomb squad, everybody.
All crew knows what's happening right now. I mean, you made a comment. You don't even have to, and that's the point here that we're trying to make. You make a comment about a bomb,
right?
And whether how we react and we don't react or whatever, that crew right there, they just listen to your comment, blah blah blah. They relayed that to the captain. The captain takes that as for real, and all kinds of things are getting ready to go down.
So you're wondering what's going through this person's head when they're sitting there going, I wonder what's going on.
Yeah. Why is the plane stopped?
Why is the plane stopped?
This is so weird.
Police are surrounded. SWAT team around there.
What's happening?
Boy, they're being aggressive.
Who is the asshole that just did this to us? Did somebody call this in on me? Who was it? Then they find out when they get off the plane, it was you. You're the stupid ass idiot that started talking about a bomb on a plane.
So they take this ding dong off the aircraft, right? They walk him off the airplane. But this is not just what happens, because the police don't know it's just him. They don't know if he's traveling with someone, if it was real, if it was legit. So they got to take the aircraft to a remote area. They have to take this person off. They have to deplane. They have to search every passenger, every bag, everything on that aircraft has to be searched. It has to be swept with a bomb squad and a dog. And that airport basically was shut down from departures for hours. So there was I don't know how many flights that were delayed just because of that.
The vast impact that you're having, and you have no. I mean, this person has no idea. This is a serious. Can I say it one more time? Serious.
Shit's going to start for you after this.
Yeah, you do not want to be. This is not the environment to be talking about it, joking about it, or even mentioning it, unless you want something to happen like this.
Well,
right?
I can tell you, there's in your future, there's one word that will be your travel: a Greyhound. Because your ass will never be on a plane again.
Yeah, man.
You'll be banned.
Amtrak might be another option.
I don't know if they'll let you on a train.
Who knows?
They'll probably ban you.
I don't know. That's an interesting subject. Like these people that do get banned is because FAA and all this stuff governs all transportation, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, do they get banned everywhere? Like, hanging is this person stuck in their state without, and they can only use a car now? I don't know.
A bicycle.
Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't be even allowed on a freaking electric bike. It's ridiculous.
So let's recap. To make sure that people like me don't have to go take 4 more days off, something, just pay attention on the planes. Don't say stupid things like a bomb's on a plane, or I wish I'd blow something up, or you call in a stupid threat for an aircraft. Don't do dumb things like that. Just get on the damn plane, go to your destination, enjoy what you're doing. But you know something, brother? It's coming up, the 4th of July weekend.
4th of July, man. What are you doing? Or you have any plans? Working?
Yeah.
Working. Of course, I already knew that you were going to be working, because our airline, we get paid extra for working on the holidays.
Exactly.
So you and my wife you're both working. I am not working.
Well, that's a shocker.
I'm going to a party I was invited to, and I'm going to attend for a little bit, because I do work the next day after. But I'm not working for the 4th of July. And my wife has check-in at 5 a.m. So she's going to be going on the 4th of July, which is one of the worst days to go to bed early, right?
She's probably fine with me.
Probably.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, us working and you being at home again.
Yeah,
that's
you
a
guys have
shocker.
a good day at work.
Exactly. There's another shocker.
Yeah, I'll be partaking in festivities.
All right, man. Let's get to the quote.
All right. What's the quote we got today?
It's not over when you lose. It's over when you quit.
Absolutely, man. It is absolutely. You can't be a quitter.
Nope.
Like, you got to be focused on the goal.
And I'm not quitting. I'm getting back in the game, man. I just need a little break. But hey, listen, you guys have a great 4th of July weekend. It was a lot of fun. Don't do stupid things on an airplane because you know something. Flight attendants, they don't like that.
Yeah, you're gonna be hearing this episode after the 4th of July, and hopefully we'll have some recaps of what happened this last weekend and celebrating all the festivities of our nation and all that good stuff. But have a great celebration. Stay safe out there.
And one more time, Shawn, I felt cheated.
Felt cheated. Hey, listen, I want to talk about one other thing before we leave. I have a friend that this happened right here in my neighborhood. And this is just kind of like a warning for everybody out there. Be careful with these fireworks. I mean, and I know what this is. You're hearing this after the fact and everything, but people set these off many days and many weeks after the 4th of July. But I had a buddy that literally, he lit a firework and he was like, this is, and this is one of the big ones, they go up and explode and make the big old, boom in the air and all that good stuff.
Right.
But he lit it. And the firework didn't go off. And so they waited and waited and waited. And they thought, oh, okay. All right. It's clear to go over here and see it, right? And he gets over there and he stands over the top of it and the thing goes off and literally explodes half his face.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was a horrible, horrible accident. Happened many, many years ago here in my neighborhood. But it's a warning. Be careful, and I hope everybody was safe this week. This last past 4th of July weekend, and hopefully we're not going to be talking about any bad stories this next week.
No, hopefully it's a lot more fun. But anyway, hey, you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you next time on Cabin Pressure.
See ya.
See ya.
If you laughed, learned something, or just feel a little bit better about your own job after hearing about ours, do us a favor. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your weirdest coworker. You know the one. Hit us up on Facebook. Drop your wildest airport stories. We just might read them on air. Bonus points if you involve questionable clothing decisions. Until next time, stay strapped in, stay hydrated, and for the love of TSA, keep your clothes on in the terminal.